Hello everyone. Today I'm smoking a mixture from the Gettysburg Smoke Shop. It's unlabeled, but it's a dark Cavendish and very nice, very nice. Must be some kind of house blend. And I'm smoking it in my 2014 Boswell pipe I showed before with a cool twist stem and a deep rustication. It's signed J.M. Boswell, 2014. Like most of his pipes are signed, and this is no exception. The quote of the day is from me, and it's those that might not take the last cookie would take the first lifeboat, end quote. I like this blend. It's very pleasant. Something you could smoke a few times a day if you wanted. Tastes a little bit like Rattray's Dark Fragrant, if you're familiar with that. Well, I got an answer to my medical mystery yesterday. For some time now, as I packed on a few more pounds, I'm not that much heavier than I was a couple of years ago, but my navel, my innie, as it were, turned out to be an outie. And I figured, well, just layer of fat just pressing on my belly button and forcing it outward. But actually, it's an umbilical hernia. And it's fixed by intervention, placing a mesh type of affair inside where the bowel has broken through, and that's the course of action. There are actually videos on it, and so that's what it was. So I was misdiagnosed in the hospital, although I'm not going to make us think about it or anything. And but they do treat it with pain meds until you can get to your surgeon. So the end result was pretty much the same, although they didn't give me the correct situation diagnosis, and so I had to find out through another physician. Even though they pressed all over the belly, and I told them it was right in the center, where my pain was. Very lovely gentleman, but he just didn't pick up what it was. They did a CAT scan, and very subtly on the CAT scan, in one of the videos that I downloaded, it showed it, but it's subtle. So, so it is what it is. And later today, when my wife gets back from some shopping with the girlfriend, she's going to call one of the recommended general surgeons in the area and attempt to set up the appointment. So that's what it is. And the pain on this particular day, today, isn't too bad. But he said as the food goes in there, it also adds to the pain. But the pain, the basic pain, is due to the rip in the lining, and you know, where the thing actually is busting out. So it's a hernia, is the bottom line. The slang for it, which it's in the internet too, it's a belly button hernia, but the scientific term is an umbilical hernia. And believe it or not, when I was an infant, I think less than 2 years old, I had a umbilical hernia. So this is what it is. So not to be redundant, so just stay tuned. Several patients that had it did videos of it before and after the surgery, believe it or not. And it was quite interesting. I was Googling this last night and learned all about it. So it's a patch that they put in there, basically, a mesh pouch that takes care of the situation. Okay, so hope you're doing good. Well is a better word to use. I was raised with very strict rules on language, and I slip once in a while. Like my wife hates. I avoid it. Like, where are you at? Instead of where are you? Yeah. It's a good example of the preposition at the end of the sentence. And well instead of good. So I hope you're all doing well. Let's put it that way. Here I'm talking to him. I'm using my antler tamper. I showed before too also. So I believe it's an eagle. Head on that little thing. Got it off the internet. It's an actual antler. I think they're still on there. Goes for about $10 a piece. And it's a nice conversation piece. What I like about this pipe, other than the obvious, the deep rustication and so forth, is that the shank is an integral part of the stem is an integral part as far as looks. It's removable to the shank. The stem, comes off really smoothly to the shank. I don't care for pipes too well. I have quite a few, but where the stem just comes out of a thing, like it juts out and there's still briar around there. I prefer it to be integral to the shank like that one is. See? It's really nice. And of course I need a softie, which I haven't gotten yet. I'm treating my stems much better than I did years ago. I had bit down. I couldn't tell you how many stems I destroyed, like clenching. You know, you're just going along, happily puffing and crunch. A bit of the stems come out in your mouth there. So after some rain yesterday, it's turned out to be a real nice day today. The week's been good so far, including the weekend. And, you know, the grass is growing like mad. We have contract for a local landscaper group to come out with their little sit-down mowers and polish this thing off in about a half an hour. And it's about, well, with an extra lot in the back, it's about a third of an acre, but it's less than that to actually cut the grass. But if you were to do it with a regular push mower, it would take you, yeah, at least if you bag it, it'd take you half a day. Well, these guys come in, they whip this thing out in no time, and then they blow the clippings off the driveway and everything. They're real professional. About 3 of them that come in and do all that. So I hope you're smoking your favorite tobaccos and your favorite pipes. Whoa, that's 13 minutes so far. So I'm glad I checked the time up there. I don't have the volume up. I'm listening to a channel on Comcast called Singers and Swing. They have a bunch of music channels, anything from adult alternative to country to big band and swing and stuff. So I like the big band stuff and the singers. So that's what I'm looking at. Les Brown and a tune called Lean Baby. Lean. I don't know whether they mean that the girlfriend's leaning trim or just lean on me, baby. But it's called Lean Baby. And it's Les Brown. The album is The Complete Songbooks, 2006. Les Brown's a little sedate for my, but he can really swing on occasion. Okay, so anyway, we're coming down to the last half minute here. And to avoid running over, I'm going to sign off. Be good. Take care of yourself. And by all means, happy smoking!